This week in Jamaica Now, demolition delay, destruction of structures put on hold at 85 Red Hills Road following tense standoff between residents and the police. UWI says sorry after refusing to appear before the Parliamentary Committee to probe the spending of taxpayers' money. Health Ministry to implement new measures following deaths of babies at a maternity hospital. New IMF deal likely in November. And main suspect in the murder of 5 people in Marchpen Road community surrenders to the police. I'm Damian Mitchell, and this is Jamaica Now. The University of the West Indies has backtracked and apologized after refusing to appear before Parliament's Public Administration and Appropriations Committee to explain how it has been spending taxpayers' money. In a letter to the Permanent Secretary in the Education Ministry, UWI Registrar William Ayton said as an institution established by the British Royal Charter, the UWI was only legally answerable to the British monarchy. He says if the Parliament wants answers, then it should go through the government representative on the board. The snub caused outrage among members of the PAAC, and 24 hours later, the UWI Vice-Chancellor, Professor Hilary Beckles, wrote to the committee chair, apologizing and committing the UWI bursar to attend as soon as he is requested to do so. A demolition crew with the support of the police could make another attempt next week to destroy several homes and businesses at 85 Red Hills Road in St. Andrew under a court-issued eviction order. The occupants, disputing the ownership of the land, used their bodies to block the path of a backhoe that attempted to demolish the structures on Thursday. Some of them requested more time, but others were insisting that they had nowhere to go.
We need some time. You can't just run over and leave like blow them down. Kids over here. We need time.
The Health Ministry says it will be establishing an infection control nursing post at all hospitals to help health workers better respond to emergency situations, especially on maternity wards. The decision is among recommendations made by a committee which looked into the deaths of 4 babies who had contracted the bacterial infection sepsis from their mothers during delivery at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital in Kingston. Additionally, high-risk patients are to be screened and provided with necessary treatment. Marvin Campbell Sr., the main suspect implicated in Sunday's killing of 5 people, including 3 children in Marchpen Road, St. Catherine, remains in police custody. Campbell, otherwise called Fat Man, surrendered to the police in the company of Pastor Rowan Edwards on Wednesday, days after being named a person of interest. On Sunday morning, gunmen identifying themselves as police opened fire on the occupants of 2 houses in the community of Africa on Marchpen Road and then set the houses ablaze. The police say the suspect was wanted on other charges, including incest. Jamaica could have a new agreement with the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, by November. According to the Office of the Prime Minister, Jamaica has reached a new staff-level deal with the fund for a 3-year precautionary standby arrangement. This is essentially an insurance against any shocks like natural disasters which could derail the economy. If approved by the IMF board in November, the proposed precautionary arrangement would immediately replace the current extended fund facility originally scheduled to end in March next year. It would also make available about $430 million of the $1.7 billion that the agreement will allow for over 36 months. And despite the continued concern about the sliding Jamaican dollar, an IMF official is declaring that the depreciation has helped the Jamaican economy to grow. The Jamaican dollar has moved from $120.37 to $1 in January to $128.62 to $1 on Wednesday. However, the director of the IMF's Western Hemisphere, Alejandro Werner, says the IMF believes the Jamaican dollar is fairly valued. He says all emerging market currencies have suffered depreciation in the past 24 months. Red Stripe is urging members of the business community to be proactive and start banning the use of inorganic materials like plastic bags and styrofoam even before the establishment of a law. The Senate has passed a private member's motion by Government Senator Matthew Samuda for the ban, and the matter has been referred to a multi-stakeholder committee. After that, the proposal will go through the legislative process before it can become law. And that's it for this edition of Jamaica Now, your weekly review of the big news stories. Send us your comments at onlinefeedback@lunarjm.com. You may tune in to Power 106 FM for regular updates. Follow us on Twitter at Jamaica Gleaner and on Facebook at Gleaner Jamaica. I'm Damian Mitchell, and before we go, sights and sounds from the Marchpen Road community of Africa in St. Catherine following the horrific murders of 5 people, including 3 children.
man. Couldn't happen, you know.
When them kill me, baby. They say.